What's up, folks? What's going on? It's the pastor. Top of the afternoon to y'all. Wednesday. Praying that everybody's having a really good Wednesday. Down here at the Charleston County Courthouse again. Standing with the family of Stephanie Dantzler and Shanisa Miranda Dantzler Williams. Again today on the second day of the trial. Just wanted to stop and give a brief update on what's going on, where things are. I'm not going to be that long. Only got a couple of minutes before back in court. Very couple of minutes, really got to be back at 1:40. So just wanted to say hey to everybody. And bottom line is I'm asking everybody to just keep in prayer, keep praying for this family. Keep praying that the spirit of justice, that the spirit of love will show up in this courtroom. We're 22 days short of the 3-year mark since Stephanie and Shanisa Miranda, Stephanie being the mother and her 2 daughters, Shanisa Miranda, since they were killed by a Charleston County deputy, sheriff's deputy. 3 years where the one who killed their loved one has been out on the street and finally getting into court today, or this week, should I say. Yesterday was the first day, today's the second day. Testimony, witnesses, and all of that. It's hard, it's hard. It's hard for this family to have to sit through this again, to sit through this period. Of course, they're happy because after 3 years, finally, they are in court. This is the time when this person is going to get their day. And I hope that justice is rendered. But they have to sit in this courtroom, listen to the events that happened on Mother's Day, almost 3 years ago, May 8th, 2022. The day after the youngest one who died that day, the day after she graduated from college, Claflin College, with job opportunities lined up. The day after her graduation was Mother's Day, and her mother and her sister are celebrating with their grandmothers. The mother's mother, Miss Betty. They spent the day celebrating Mother's Day and was driving home, minding their business. And the sheriff's deputy who was responding to a non-emergency call at night with no emergency lights on, no sirens, on a pitch black road in Ravenel, South Carolina, driving down that stretch of road at about over 80 miles an hour, came to the intersection of Highway 17 where there is a stop sign at, a well-lit stop sign with your headlights. And instead of her even thinking about stopping, she blew straight through that stop sign, crossed 4 lanes of Highway 17, and T-boned the car with Stephanie and her 2 daughters, Shanisa Miranda, in it, killing them instantly. Instantly. I won't describe what was described in the courtroom as far as what happened to them in that vehicle. I won't do that. And this girl is sitting in the courtroom. I don't know what kind of heart she got. Because if I did that to somebody, I'd have to say something. I'd have to say, for me personally, okay, I'm not her. I don't expect her to be me. But if it was me and I did that, and I know that I did that, I would stop the court proceedings right now. I would have stopped them on Tuesday or even Monday at jury selection and said, no, we're not going through this. As a matter of fact, I would have said it 3 years ago. We ain't got to go through nothing. This is what happened. And I'm not trying to wiggle my way out or bounce my way out of the responsibility that was my responsibility in the first place of killing these three. And instead of her doing it, she's in court. I guess she's got these lawyers just trying to get her off. It's amazing how, and I said it yesterday as I'm getting close to closing so I can get back in here. It's amazing how yesterday the lawyers tried to raise something about whether the ones who were killed were drinking. Were drinking that day. Well, one thing, they grown. They can drink. They can drink. But no matter what, let me just make this clear. Well, if they were sloppy drunk driving, that had nothing to do with that sheriff's deputy driving 83 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour road, 2-lane highway, no street lights out, after dark, in pitch black, no sirens, no lights on, blowing through a stop sign, crossing 4 lanes of traffic and T-boning them, hitting them, killing all 3 of them. I don't care whether they was drunk or not, they were not the reason why this accident happened. And that wasn't an accident. I guess it was. I'm sure this girl didn't mean to do it, but then again, since she did this, she has not acted like she didn't mean to do it, because somebody that didn't mean to do something like that would have stepped up and said, I'm sorry, I screwed up. Just that simple. So I'm here. I see as where I'm sitting at, I see the family returning back in. So I think it's about time for me to go. Yep. Here's the family. Let me turn it around. Y'all can see. Here's the family members right now. This is Darren Dantzler. This is Stephanie's brother and Shanice and Miranda's uncle. We have we have Miss Betty, the grandmother, back here. And the rest of the family members, some of the rest of the family members going back to the courtroom. Folks, I'm just asking you, I'll be up in a minute. I'm just asking you all to just continue in prayer for this family, and that justice will be served truly inside of this courtroom. Not no light sentences. Let me just tell you how crazy this thing has been for the last 3 years. When old girl had did this, right? After she did it, she wasn't immediately arrested. She was arrested a few weeks later. And apparently she took some kind of trip or something like that, because they had to wait for her to come back before they could even arrest her. They arrested her, right? The way that they arrested her, right? They drove her by police vehicle to the side of the detention center, let her in, processed her. She went to bond court right then, and she was bonded out of jail that day within 3 hours. She never spent a night in jail. Never spent a night in jail. Bonded her out that same day. And let me just tell you how the judge did at the bond court. Y'all know what the bond was for her for killing these 3 women? $25,000 each. $75,000 total bond for killing 3 African American women. Black lives don't matter. So here we are in court, and that's why I'm asking for prayer that justice will be done inside of this courtroom. Because we don't know. We've seen already that justice is blind, that justice is delayed, that justice is denied, that justice for other people don't necessarily mean justice for us. So I'm asking for prayer. All of y'all that know the words of prayer, please pray for justice inside of this courtroom whenever this trial comes to a close. Because right now, that jackleg lawyer, pray for me too. Because, you know, I got limits. I'm only human. And the way that lawyer started talking about or insinuating that alcohol in the victims played some kind of part in this, well, it's a part of me that said I need to go snatch him up, teach him a lesson about disrespecting our black queens and our black people. Because that's all that is. That's totally disrespectful. And I don't even know what made him fix his mouth like that to say something like that. But y'all take care. Have a great day. Keep them prayers coming for this family. And I'm going to ask you for a prayer for me. Because I really don't like it when I feel that way about somebody. But I'm telling you what, he done pissed me off, literally. And they ain't even got to that part of the trial where they get a chance to actually open up that door to talk about it more. So y'all take care. This is just the update for the day, the second day. We'll be back again tomorrow. Unless this girl who murdered these 3 women and put this family through hell for the last 3 years, unless she does the right thing and steps up and owns her own responsibility of murdering these 3 women. Y'all take care.